Hello everybody, my name is Jack Billing, CEO and founder of Shedknives, and today I have some cool stuff to show off in the Shedknives shop. This is technically my first long form video of the year. I post some short stuff, but this is my, first long video of the year, and I'm going to show you what's new. Alright, so pardon the light back there, that's going to flicker a little bit, but let's go through what we have. So these three, 1, 2, 3, are all for that thing down there, but we'll get there in a second. So some of you know, actually that kind of gives it away right there, the Tormach 770M. I got a brand new Tormach delivered just a few days ago, actually 2 days ago, and that's going to go in here. You can kind of see the chalk on the ground. That's where it's going to go in here. But right now, you're literally seeing me kind of walk in. I literally just got in the shop and I thought, well, I better show this place off before everything changes again. Because I think the shop changes multiple times a year. But I've put up some lights on the Shopoko 4. This was my first CNC machine. Very proud of this one. I have only cut one scale, and that scale is down there. Not the best scale, but it is a scale. So progress. And got some lights. These lights actually came from the shed. So I pulled those out of the shed and hung them up here, so that's nice. Got a nice, check out the angle on the lights, by the way. So nice flat angle. They're just high enough over the machine. And then they hang up on the side here. So very nice. Then drill press. This thing has been with me. I think this is the oldest thing here, excluding me. Like when we're talking how long these machines have been with me. But this drill press has been there for quite a while. I remember I got that in like 2019, 2020. But it's definitely way older than that. So very exciting, got that one there. This drill press I use for the clips. It's got a lot of capabilities, but I use that for my Kydex clips. That one was already in the shop when I moved in, so that definitely helped out. And then you can kind of see down here the wheels. I've got two of those rolling around, haha, pun intended. Got two of those rolling around because I've got machines I need to move, like that thing right there. That's got to move. But let's keep moving around here. We'll start over here as well. So walk in the door. Got my tool chest out there. We'll get to that. But these carts were already in here. Got my Kydex press. If you watch some of the shorts, you'll see that I do so many Kydex sheaths that I actually broke that. Someone did recommend JB Weld, which I have to say, that's a pretty good idea. So this is where I do my Kydex sheaths and my assembly. So got that going on there. And then more Kydex going on right there. This is where I left off. I'm going to pick up here today. 2023 sheep's foot, very nice. And this is a Bader B3 belt sander. Very nice. A lot of capabilities. This was already in here when I moved into the shop, so again, very thankful for that. Same with the buffer down here. So these two, very helpful. I use this one for my grinds. That's going to change for the 2024 stage 2 models, because hopefully my CNC machine will be able to do my grinds. Now let's check this out here. Got a 2023 Conquest in Coyote Tan. Can't really see the Coyote Tan G10, but very nice blade. That's headed out this weekend. Buffer, more tool chest stuff. The whiteboard. I encourage you to get a whiteboard for your shop if you have a shop. Very helpful. The bigger the better. Got my respirator and everything. Just a pro tip, clean your respirator before you get started. Every single time. It's always helpful. Then I have this massive bandsaw. Here we are. There we go. More buttons. This one's pretty loud. Got a hook up there to move it. So that's how heavy it is. Put a hook in, and then this powers. That whole thing right there, that whole setup down there is just for this one machine. So a lot of power. Moving around here, I've got my G10. This is where I keep it for 2023 models. Do my grommets down there. Thought about moving that because I'm kind of in the corner. You can see, it's in this little corner. And then got a little vise. That's how I trace out all my knives. Another toolkit for the assembly. Knives just came in there. This belt sander, this was my second belt sander that I got. That's a 2x36, I think. 2x30. What is it? 2 by something. 2 by 48, maybe. I think it's a 2x36. There we go. 2x36. That's what it is. Anyway, oh, actually it says right there, 2x48. Perfect. So anyways, a 2x48 that I just discovered I have. This was my second 2x48 that I ever got. And I'm very thankful for this thing. Really, because when I was able to buy the second one, it was just so cool. It was like, man, I just got my second belt sander that I paid for, like, just right there. So that was kind of a nice accomplishment for me. I would put this in the same category of how that CNC machine felt when I got that. So pretty cool. I use it for my Kydex now. That's what I use a green wheel for. So the green wheel just kind of polishes it up. There's a red 36 grit belt. That one just takes off the material. So that's a cool one. The first one though, I moved back into the shed. So if you didn't know this, the shop changes, well, hopefully I've kind of made it clear through the video, but the shop changes a lot through the year. New machines in, old machines out. So what I'm doing is I'm starting to put those old machines back in the shed, and then I'm pulling stuff I need, like those lights, pulling that out. So the shed is turning into its own shop again, because before there was really nothing in it because I moved it all here. But now that I'm getting new stuff, the shed is kind of going back to where it started. So pretty interesting. So that first belt sander, which is black, not blue, still 2x48, that is back in the shed. This one, if I could give an award for the heaviest machine in the shop, it would definitely be that one. So yeah, that one is heavy. It does compete with the bandsaw, but the only thing is, everything about this is solid. It's solid, but not as solid. So I think that one gets the award for heaviest machine in here. That one is a dense piece. And you might be wondering, well, Jack, what does it do? It is a surface grinder. So if you need something surface ground, that's what this does. So I do not have a need for surface grinding. My surface grinding takes place in the stone wash. So I use a stone wash here. I'll probably be moving to bigger rocks for 24. So there we are, just a little comparison. So I'll probably be moving to bigger rocks only because small rocks put this finish on it, excluding the black. But they put this finish where I want to see more stone wash features, I guess you could say. And then kind of loop back around. These are all the knives I have going out. So very proud of that one as well. And I appreciate your support, because without your support, I would not be able to have all these knives to do. I mean, certainly I can make them on my own, but they just sit. So now these are going out. So once again, thank you very much. I have some extras here. This is my last 2023 batch. So if you want one, you can go to shedknives.com, pick one up, depending on when you're watching this video. If you're watching it in a year, 10 years, 5 years, however long from now, maybe several months from now, they're probably sold out. But if you're watching within a few weeks of the posting, still go to shedknives.com. And then that kind of brings us around just a few smaller components. We have my G10 in the back. It's where I keep my stash. I was just kind of thinking, as I'm doing this tour, it's kind of like some of these very big companies out there. Like for example, Buck, the Buck factory tour from 15 years ago, to see where they are 15 years ago. So this is the 2024 January 25th, 2024 shop tour. And this will look very different by the end of the year, I'm certain. And this will look very different in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. So I just thought this is pretty cool because I'm doing the same thing that these other big people did that they have videos of. So yeah, so very exciting. The specs of this shop, I measured it, but I forget them exactly. They're like, I think it's 27 feet long and like 15 feet wide. I think 15 feet wide. And then the ceiling comes down to about 4 feet, and the highest part of the ceiling is 10 feet, and it just kind of drops like that. So anyways, that is the shop. Now, there's a lot of exciting things in here, but a big exciting part is this CNC machine I have. Tormach 77DM. There it is. Wow. And as you can see, I'm in my gym shorts coming back from the gym. But this, I'm gonna sit down. The Tormach 77DM. I'll be honest with you, I did not know that these existed in 2018. And I did a post about it on my Instagram and Facebook and whatever other platform you follow, because shedknives absolutely dominate social media platforms. We're on all sorts of them, so you can go check those out in the description of this video. But anyways, this machine, I did not know. Actually, the whole concept of this machine, I had no clue that it existed just a few years ago. I didn't even know. But when I figured out they existed, I wanted one ever since I heard about it. Like when I heard that there is a machine that will cut knives out for you exactly how you want them every single time, I was like, I could use one of those, at least one. So now I have two. So here's the one. Here's a little size comparison. 6'1" jack on the Tormach 77DM. It's kind of hard to say. But anyways, very cool. I turn it around for you, but it's like 900 pounds. So I will not be doing that. Otherwise, I will definitely be out of any physical capability for the next several months. So yeah, I don't really know what to say about it. If you want, I guess I'll just tell you some specs. Well, first off, number one, it's heavy. That's a really good one. It's heavy. Number two, this cuts at the fast speed of 135 inches per minute, which some people asked before, what does that mean? Basically, measure out 135 inches on this floor. That's how much this machine will cut in a minute. 135 inches. So just kind of do 135 inches in a circle. That's how much this can cut. So pretty cool. Yeah, I don't really know what else to tell you other than it takes up a lot of space. Being in the small shop I have, which is a little bit bigger than the shed, so that's great. But the shop I currently have, this is going to take up quite a bit of room. So I'm going to have to get these knives done, which I'm going to have to leave here shortly so I can go take care of that, because I don't want to have a massive box in the way. So here we are. I'll show you a few other things that came with it. Actually, quite a few other things. So these two boxes here. I'll go into all of this later on, by the way. I'm going to do a full detailed video later on. This is just kind of showing the general shop stuff. But these are all the drill bits. This, I have a vise. That's cool. More drill bit stuff. Clamps. Oil auto oiler. There you go. Coolant tubes. More knife stuff. Tormach banner. You can see I just got here. I just dropped my stuff down there. And then this, there's actually 2 boxes. You can see these 2 boxes. One of them, I believe, is the dish that sits on top of this. There's a dish that sits there. And the other one is the frame that goes around the massive box. C in here, haha, C and C sounds very similar. Anyways, there's a stand that the computer goes on. So this comes with a computer. Probably my first machine that ever comes with a computer. There's more stuff. Keyboard. There. Pretty cool. And I think that's about it. So that's my machine. Very exciting times. And then my toolbox. For those of you who don't know, I went to school to be an automotive technician. Now, I could certainly be an automotive technician if I wanted to. I think it's a very, very cool career. But I was like, I've got knives. I can do knives. So I have my ASC certification, and I have a toolbox to go with it. So pretty cool. That's what I went to high school for. I did 3.5 years in automotive technology. Very exciting. I gotta say that definitely helped shape my discipline in my work. I can give a lot of credit to a lot of other places, but auto tech, that environment was the most strict environment I have ever been in for schooling. So Mr. Legg, if you're watching, thank you very much. I appreciate your how do I say this, strictness in the classroom. So that was very exciting and not easy. And that is a very good point, because none of this is easy. None of it's easy. Once I get everything going, it will be easier, but it'll still be difficult. And that's something that a lot of people don't really, I guess, are not a fan of. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm a contributor to it. I am just fine with picking up the not easy stuff. Let me show you. Let's go back in here to not easy. I want to talk about not easy for a second. All the knives that have been ground on this table, all of those knives, which some of them are sitting over here. They all had their hollow grinds done. Here are more hollow grinds. Each one of those grinds has to be put on by hand. Not easy. Not easy. But guess what? I think that's just fine. It's okay to do not easy things. I think specifically for young men in the world, no matter where you are, doesn't matter if you're in America, Mexico, Pakistan, doesn't matter where you are. I think hard work, tough stuff. Doesn't matter if you're digging a ditch for 12 hours a day. Whatever it is, tough stuff. I think that really shapes your mind and shapes you physically sometimes into a better person. Just, I like to say, putting your effort. If you're going to work hard, just make sure you're working hard on the right thing. My mentor also says, people live their lives climbing up a ladder. They climb all their entire life. Or they climb their entire life. There we go. English. They climb their entire life on this one ladder just to realize it's against the wrong wall. So make sure if you're working hard, you're working on the right things. You're working hard on the right things. I believe I am working hard on the right things right now, and that will help me later on in life. So just a little thought. This went from shop tour to very detailed conversation. But anyways, if you're working hard on something right now, just kind of think, are you working hard on the right thing? Nothing wrong with hard work. Nothing wrong with it. I actually encourage it. Just make sure you're working hard on the right stuff. And going back to the machine stuff over here, I think I'm working hard on the right stuff. I really do. So, very exciting. I appreciate your support, by the way, your patience, your everything you do for Shed Knives. Because this stuff doesn't just show up. That'd be really nice if it did. It'd be really nice for a lot of things. But guess what? That's not how it is. And there are people like me out there who are getting stuff done. And we're doing it as a team, by the way. So I appreciate your support. You helped make this happen. This is truly a team effort. Every like, comment, subscribe, knife bought, knife shared, knife review, it all helps. I really appreciate that. I've grown a really good community. You've helped grow a really big community, a really solid community, the Shed Knives community. Maybe we can tally how many times I say community in this video. But yeah, anyways, I'm starting to ramble a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the camera. I do have one question though. What do you think I should name that Tormach CNC and the Shipoko 4? Because right now I've just been calling them like by their number. Got the 4, got the 77DM, got the Shipoko, got the Tormach. It's kind of what I've been calling them. But I need something good. I need a good name. I need like Big Bertha, like something you don't really hear. And yeah, so I just need a name. So if you guys come up with any names, I don't care how funny, how dumb, how whatever it is, how cool, I don't really care. Just drop it down in the comments. Also, let me know what you're carrying today. I do not have a knife today, which is very unlike me, you could say. But I thought, well, I'll be around about 80 knives for the next several hours, many hours. I'll be around knives. So if I need a knife, I can just pick one up within my arm reach. So that's why I don't have a knife. But let me know what knife you're carrying today. You could say I'm carrying the 2023 collection. They're just in various places. So that's what I have. But anyways, my name is Jack. I make knives. Be sure to hit the subscribe if you haven't already. And I would greatly appreciate it if you check me out on shedknives.com. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.